Picture this: April 7th, 1788. Thick fog you can spread on toast. 48 battle hardened Revolutionary War vets pile off a boat they called the Adventure Galley, basically the Mayflower of the Midwest, and step onto pure wilderness. No Wi Fi, no Starbucks, just river mud and big dreams. They didn't just survive, they built the entire Midwest from scratch in one afternoon. I'm James Bay of History Habits, and today we're diving into the forgotten frontier story that changed America forever. And my co host is.
Woo! Boss, that fog was thicker than the hair I leave on your couch after shedding season.
These weren't random dudes with wanderlust. They were Continental Army officers and soldiers who just won independence and then got paid in worthless IOUs. Farms foreclosed, speculators laughing all the way to the bank. Enter Rufus Putnam, surveyor, millwright, George Washington's chief engineer, survivor of shipwrecks and ambushes. He teams up with Reverend Manasseh Cutler and a few others at the Bunch of Grapes Tavern in Boston and forms the Ohio Company of Associates. Their mission? Buy 1.5 million acres on credit and build an orderly republic. Debate point number one for the comments. Was this noble planning or just the original gentrification of native lands? Sound off below.
Bark! Rufus sounds like the guy who actually reads the assembly instructions. I just eat the instructions.
December 1787. 48 guys leave New England in the dead of winter. Snow up to their eyeballs. Allegheny Mountains, frozen rivers. They built boats by hand at Semmel's Ferry, including the legendary Adventure Galley. Ice flows, submerged trees, possible Indian attacks. But these vets had survived Valley Forge, so a frozen river was basically just another Tuesday. Morale stayed high because they knew they were writing history, or at least building the first McMansion in Ohio.
Woof woof! I tried walking in snow once. I lasted 6 seconds and demanded a belly rubs.
April 7th, 1788. They finally reached the Muskingum River mouth, except the fog is so thick they overshoot it like a bad Uber driver and landed downstream near Fort Harmar. The garrison literally has to tow them back upstream. They step ashore on a perfect plateau, name it Marietta after Marie Antoinette, yes, the French helped win the revolution, of course, and helped immediately start clearing land. First crop? Corn. 30 bushels per acre that fall. These guys didn't wait for permission. They just planted the Midwest.
Bark! They missed the turn? Even I know how to find the food bowl in the dark.
They didn't mess around. Built Campus Martius, an 8-acre square stockade with blockhouses that could shelter 50 families. 2-story timber walls, portholes for rifles, open courtyard for town meetings. They laid out streets in a perfect grid, posted laws on trees, and threw a 4th of July party with a public feast. First permanent American settlement in Northwest Territory. Debate point number two. The Northwest Ordinance banned slavery north of the Ohio River. Genius move that shaped 5 free states, or did it just kick the can down the road until the Civil War? Comment your hot take below.
Woof! I built a fort out of couch cushions once. It lasted 12 seconds before I ate it.
Of course, it wasn't all sunshine and corn. Indian wars erupted by 1790. Big Bottom Massacre in 1791. But these guys reinforced, surveyed, and kept going. Their grit turned wilderness into Ohio, the 17th state in 1803.
Bark, but also tail wag. Wars are scary. I prefer chasing squirrels.
Here's the 21-day Campus Martius protocol they basically invented. Week 1, plan like they lobbied Congress. Network, get your paperwork in order, etc. Week 2, build your fort first. Create unbreakable daily habits and a safe base. Week 3, plant your corn, take messy action, harvest later, sort of thing. You don't need perfect conditions. You need fog clearing grit. Go launch your own personal Northwest Territory this week.
Woof! I'm starting my own empire right after this nap on the map of Ohio.
If this fog clearing history lesson fired you up, smash that like button, drop your debate take in the comments, subscribe for more forgotten frontier stories, and share this with one friend who needs to build their own empire. Thanks for watching History Habits, where the past meets your future. See you next week.
Bark, bark! Subscribe or I'll chew your socks.